Hello everybody, it's Mrs. Pound and I'm back with the last section in chapter 4.1 about forces and motion. And that is section 417 on flight. So our objectives today are to apply Bernoulli's principle to flight, describe how thrust, drag, lift, and weight work in flight, and explain how a plane accelerates. So Bernoulli's principle states that the pressure that fluids exert on their surroundings decreases as their speed increases. So I have a hose back here, but actually I have that because it also reminded me of a shower head. And I don't know if you've ever been in the shower and had your shower curtain come toward you. It's almost like the shower curtain wants to attack you. This is due to Bernoulli's principle that fluid that is flowing produces an area of low pressure inside of the shower, that fast-moving fluid. On the other side of the shower, the air pressure is just normal atmospheric pressure, but because it's higher than inside the shower, it actually pushes the shower curtain towards you. So some examples are shower curtain, a semi-truck, and flight. Now I put the semi in there because I've experienced this myself, and you've probably experienced this on I-86 or a thruway, an expressway. When a semi goes past you very quickly, you feel your car shake. It's because you are actually pushed into the semi. The semi is causing the air to travel faster on one side of you than on the other side. And so there's low air pressure where the semi is, high air pressure on the other side. You actually get pushed into it. I had a scary experience when I was probably in middle school, where a semi was going past me on a road while I was riding my bicycle, and I thought I was going to be pushed right under the semi because of that pressure difference. So that can also happen with a semi. Now, according to Bernoulli's principle, lift is created on an airplane because the air moves faster over the top of the wing than the air moving below the wing. The wings, and you can't really see it very well in this, but wings are designed so that they are curved on the top and not on the bottom. And so the air must travel farther and thus faster over the top of the wing than on the bottom, and that produces what is called lift. Then Bernoulli's principle takes over. The air pressure is lower up on top, higher on the bottom, so the plane is pushed up by air pressure. So the air above the wing exerts very little pressure compared to the air underneath the wing. The unbalanced pressure creates lift. Lift is the force that pushes an aircraft up. So when an aircraft is going up in the sky, it is lift that is pushing it up. Thrust is the force that pushes an aircraft forward, and the thrust comes from the engines. So that's why I have a picture of an engine there. That's where the thrust comes from. There is also drag. This is the frictional force of air molecules exerted on a flying aircraft. And so drag is what helps an airplane to land. Now there is also gravity acting on the airplane. So lift and gravity act opposite each other. Drag and thrust act opposite each other. So if a plane is in the air and is traveling at a constant velocity, it's not accelerating, then all of the forces are balanced and there is zero net force on that airplane. Lift is counterbalanced with gravity, drag is counterbalanced with the thrust. However, if you want to go up, then you need more lift than gravity. And if you want to go down, you need more gravity than lift in order to go down. And also, if you want to go faster, you need more thrust than drag, and more drag than thrust if you want to slow down. So that's how the forces work with an airplane. They act against each other. Now, and I don't know why they really threw this in this chapter, but they also mention pneumatic devices. This is a device that uses compressed air to transfer pressure from one point to another. And some examples, we have like jackhammers back there. Some examples are rock drills, pavement breakers, blast cleaners. Perhaps you've even, in your house when remodeling or had a contractor remodel, they've used an air gun for nails, or you know somebody who's a mechanic and they commonly use pneumatic devices as well, because they can just use that pressure to apply a lot more force than you can manually yourself. And especially like the nail guns, they are so much faster to use than pounding a nail, because just boom and it's in there. Okay, so we can use air pressure to our advantage. So our objectives today were to apply Bernoulli's principle to flight, describe how thrust, drag, lift, and weight work in flight, and explain how a plane accelerates. So don't forget your 5 questions, and this is it for the chapter. So you can start studying for your chapter test. You have everything you need in your notes.